Now, as we've been reporting, Nicholas threatens to bring even more destruction to the Gulf Coast, including Louisiana, where many people are still reeling from Hurricane Ida. CBS Mornings lead national correspondent David Begnaud was recently in the state. David, good morning.
Hard to believe, good morning, that they're facing another flooding threat when that area is still underwater, flooded with water and mud from Ida 2 weeks ago. We were there just last week, and we saw that hurricanes affect not only the living, but the dead, too. High above Barataria, Louisiana, on private property, surrounded by floodwater and just beyond a pile of trash, was a coffin that had floated away during Hurricane Ida. It was found in the woods. The graveyard where it had floated from was just 300 yards away, and it was underwater. We spotted a nameplate, Esther Morton. I Googled the name, found the obituary, and reached one of her daughters, who told us that Mrs. Morton, who was a custodian at the local high school for more than 30 years, had been buried here 8 years ago.
Oh, my Lord. It's been a while, since 2013.
That was the last time Troy Harvey saw his grandmother's casket, when he helped to carry it at her funeral.
I don't know how we're supposed to get the casket back into its place, but I'm sure they're not comfortable having it sitting on their front lawn either. Oh, Jesus. Love you so much.
It is estimated that between 30 and 50 caskets were displaced due to Hurricane Ida's storm surge. That's according to Ryan Seidemann, who flew over portions of southeastern Louisiana looking for coffins that got away. Seidemann is chairman of Louisiana's Cemetery Response Task Force. Why do coffins pop up from the ground in Louisiana?
These concrete burial vaults that are put on the ground, directly on the ground, or partially in the ground. They tend to be buoyant air pockets in floodwaters, and they want to float. And so if those waters come in and rock them back and forth enough, they'll just come up and travel with the floodwaters.
We just see about getting it back in the ground as soon as possible. If there's anybody that can help us with this, it would be gladly appreciated.
Troy Harvey did not have to look far to find that help.
Hate to see my grandmother imposing on y'all, bro.
That's sad, huh?
That's the way it goes down here on the bayou, brother.
That's it, bro. It's all good.
It's all good, brother. Yeah. I mean, as soon as the ground can get dried out, bro, we can put it back in.
I got a trailer, man. We would take her and put it to rest. The water go down.
Seriously, bro?
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
Thank you, my brother. What I told you, bro. We're feet, man. It's family.
That's it.
These men remembered each other because they grew up right here together, 40 minutes outside New Orleans. But they haven't seen each other for 30 years since Troy moved to Texas. Kindness is what brought them back together and will guarantee that Mrs. Morton rests peacefully again.
Once again, baby.
To rebury those caskets, families could rely on assistance from FEMA. In Louisiana now, and they did this right after Hurricane Katrina in 2005, they actually now mandate that you identify caskets for events just like this. And FEMA, by the way, will provide about $8,000 to families to make sure that those coffins are properly reburied.
That's the thing about your stories. They are always so layered. It never occurred to me that caskets could come out of the ground that way. But then it ends up on that man's lawn. It turns out the two people know each other, and you're there when they. It's too much.
Yeah, human kindness is a beautiful thing.
But I'm filled though that this will have a good resolution, as good as it can.
And not just neighborly kindness though. It feels deeper than that.
Yeah,
it does.
And it provides perspective. I'm not being dismissive of what has happened up here with trees falling down or a little bit of flooding. But there's people in Louisiana that are going through it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Amen. Thank you.
David, thank you very much.